I'm sitting in for Kiki today.
Oh yeah, y'all be nice.
Yeah,
be nice.
Be nice. Shout out to Kiki.
How do you do that?
Shout out to Kiki. We miss you. You know what I'm
Always
saying?
do that.
I was mad that you wasn't here until I found out Tiffany was gone.
She be back.
Yep.
But yeah,
It's just for this week.
what's up with y'all though?
I mean, you know how we do. I'm over here sending Kiera a text message now.
You are?
Yeah, I supposed to told her when I made it here. You know?
Wow.
Okay.
30 minutes later.
Accountability.
Yeah, man, this was pretty interesting 2 weeks, man. I started the week off on a high, nice little high with that VERZUZ, dog, with
Man.
the EarthWind&Fire joint.
That was.
Man.
Did you even watch it?
I watched some of it.
That joint was good.
That
I
thing
couldn't
was
turn it off.
really good.
That
It was
was
real
good.
I
good.
could not turn it
I
off.
had to turn it off because I was using my phone.
Hands down the best VERZUZ. Hands down.
Yeah.
It was
Man,
really
the Isley
good.
brothers, they just make some real good music, yo.
Man,
I mean,
EarthWind&Fire did too.
but Isley
Isaac,
brothers.
it's a different vibe. Two
It's
totally
two
different
different
vibes.
vibes,
But
yeah.
both of them joints is.
Good.
I didn't realize how much like
That's what I was telling you.
Earth,
about
Wind, and
Earth,
Fire.
I was
Yeah,
telling
like
you
they
did a lot.
man.
Yeah.
But
They-
the feel with Isley brothers,
It's
man,
two different feels for sure.
It's just I don't know. It's like a.
Man, Earth, Wind, and Fire is like I just got up. I'm gonna put this on to start my day.
Yeah.
Isley Brothers like I'm about to go into the evening.
Yeah.
And
Wind down. Yeah.
But it's always when
I got something
coming.
coming over.
No doubt about-
Let me throw this on.
Yeah.
Let
Let me get in my mode with the Isley.
beats.
Man, them joints are so fire.
They're doing them joints, dog.
One of the brothers was producing, and then
them niggas is
I don't want to say
talented.
step brother, but the brother-in-law. Because
Okay.
one of them married
Somebody's sister.
his sister. That was,
Okay.
and he was a producer.
Okay.
So he they had their own. See,
You
them
talking
niggas.
about the Isleys?
Yeah.
The Isleys, one of the Isleys married this dude's sister, but the dude grew up with the Isleys. Like he even was like kind of like living with him for a little bit
Oh,
because
okay.
you know Jimi Hendrix originally played with the Isley brothers.
I did not know that.
Yeah, but
Wow.
they met him. He auditioned and they was like, "Come on, man, we can't say no to this nigga right here."
right.
Wow.
Like they was like the way he played the guitar. It was just like
I bet.
That is Jimmy,
I
though.
bet.
yeah, the way he played it. So so the producer and the youngest brother that be wearing the moist stuff.
Yeah.
He did the youngest brother because because the producer was cool with the younger brother because that was their
Okay.
age group.
Okay,
'Cause
okay.
Ron and all them older, than him,
right,
yeah.
right.
And they was
Yeah,
doing
because the
their
youngest
thing for a
one
minute.
wasn't in the group at first.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
they had their own group. It was called some Isley something Isley. The dude last name. But
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, but
they
that
got a couple
dude-
songs too.
That dude is the mastermind behind
All
all
of
the shit that you see being remade today.
Okay.
Him and his brother.
Him and the brother,
dude,
the guitar
The
back.
guitar
guitar
guy.
nigga.
vicious.
Because I was
Yeah.
like,
he's
Oh
great.
man.
Yeah.
And he's self-taught, right?
Yeah, he is.
He's self-taught.
He played that joint. Yeah, he's. Hey, did y'all know about Ronald Isley got a
30-year-old woman or
Did y'all know
37-year-old
that?
woman?
Oh, yeah.
His
That
wife?
makes sense.
Yeah.
It don't.
It makes
does.
sense.
So appropriate,
It's so appropriate.
It's so-
yeah.
Shout out to
Dang,
Ronald
that's-
Isley.
I get it.
That's a big
Want to be
jump
like
right
you when I
there.
get
It
older.
is.
That's a
I wouldn't
really
want it
good
to be my daughter per se, but
Yeah,
If
but
it's
I
Ron Isley, you be like,
I would be like, I mean, come on in, bro.
I'll be all right.
I had to just let that one go, you know.
yeah.
Man, speaking of musicians,
Oh.
did y'all hear the news about your boy Usher?
Usher.
he's my boy.
Usher.
Weren't you at the concert going crazy?
No, that was Kiera.
that was
That was
Kiki.
not
Damn,
me.
wish she was here for this. That's why she missed it. That's
She
why
didn't want to talk
missed
about
it.
that.
She wouldn't talk about,
She
she wouldn't talk about her
I
man
don't,
to
think,
do.
I don't think that nigga did nothing wrong. Shit.
The Usher Bucks. That's what you talking about.
But
dollars.
it wasn't true. It wasn't true though. Like he paid.
Oh, break it down. Break
He
it down.
paid though. It wasn't that he actually.
They tried to make it
It was
seem
a promo
like,
thing, right? So he didn't
Okay.
actually pay the strippers with the money. He kind of like flung it or whatever. But he had already paid his whatever fee.
So he gave them real money, but he
In the
also
beginning.
gave them Usher money too.
Right. The Usher money
Oh,
was
he
kind
was
of
throwing.
throwing.
Okay, so he went to the club, paid up the money up front, real money,
Real
and
money.
then during the dancing and performance, he was throwing
strippers was probably
Usher
like,
Bucks
you
to
could-
the strippers.
But he put the
They,
strippers was
maybe
probably
the strippers wasn't in on it, you know?
No,
Yeah.
the one that reported and was complaining about it
She
wasn't
in
there.
on it.
She just saw it and was like, "Oh, this is ridiculous," because she's a stripper.
Oh, okay.
Or dancer
I
too.
just thought it was funny, man.
I thought it was.
And then the memes like, he got his own money.
He got his own money.
I'm about to say, no way Usher would do that.
He's about to have a residency in Vegas,
way
I
he-
heard.
I think he already got
That's
it.
the next step.
already-
That's
yeah.
the next step for his career.
You know, that's good.
Usher's he's accomplished a lot. I didn't
Very-
realize how much he had accomplished,
He's very
as an
accomplished,
artist. So shouts out to him and his Usher Bucks.
Usher Bucks.
Don't promote him, brother.
Usher Bucks.
Usher Bucks, that's what they call
She
him.
just probably was like, come on, dog, you could have still threw some like real dollars.
I know, right? Speaking of money, did y'all hear what the game had to say about a man's role?
I did.
You did? Well, for those that didn't.
What did he say?
Well, okay.
Make sure you go ahead and post that. But Tiffany, you want to go ahead and read?
No,
read it? Do you want to read it?
Oh, because I was trying to pull up. He said more than just the one thing y'all said.
All right, I'm gonna read the post.
Go ahead.
He said, so this is how he starts it. He said, why she got to pay half the rent? She giving you half the pussy or something? Niggas kill me. Since the beginning of time, real men, bolded real men, have always taken care of shelter, providing, and protecting. If you ain't got it, go get it. If you lucky enough to land on an independent woman who works her ass off and still comes home to cook, clean, take care of the kids, and go crazy sexually, which doesn't exist, let her stack what she makes in case y'all need it one day and still handles everything as a man.
Wait a minute. He said which doesn't exist?
I said what doesn't
He added,
exist.
he added that.
Right.
His 2
Okay.
cents.
So that's what he said.
And then the rest is
Yeah.
everybody different, but it ain't just in me to let my woman in bold, or in all
Yeah,
caps,
right.
share the worry of paying for anything. I feel good carrying that load, and I'm not changing. The term "I got a baby," don't worry about it, makes most women's soul smile. Heartwarming vagina get more moist than the perfect Toll House cookies.
But what do I know?
Oh, because them joints are
Perfect
soft and
The Toll House.
So let me tell y'all what
What do
think.
I know?
Well, let me tell y'all what I think this is.
go for it.
We're gonna have a nice little debate about this.
All right.
But I'm gonna stamp right now, right here,
Right here and now.
what this is.
Here and now.
Y'all ready? Let me tell y'all what it is. A thirst trap.
I mean, he is a thirst
That's
trap,
it.
though, from
It
what
is
I
a
understand.
big, giant thirst trap, dog. Now,
For
we
who, though? Oh, for all women.
go in the comments section.
Oh, and you think this was intentional?
Yeah, this is a grown man thirst trap.
To do what?
Yeah.
What are you trying to catch,
What are you
though?
trying to do? Get more women?
Dog, how many women do you think are in his DMs right now?
How many women was
Hold
already
on,
in
right
this
now saying I got some whole pussy for you right here. Guaranteed.
I don't think he had that
I'll
problem,
put some
though.
money in. I'll put some money
Right,
in.
that's why I said, why would he have to do
Yeah,
this?
he don't got to do that.
New whole pussy.
No.
I don't think he has a problem getting nude.
I don't think
Maybe
so
he
either.
do, maybe he don't. It doesn't matter, dog.
That's what you think, though.
It's a thirst trap. Long story. Whether he believes it or not.
How you think this
we
is
can,
thirst
we can
trap
get into we can
and
get
not
into
Derrick
that.
Jackson the thirst trap?
What you mean?
Well, not necessarily a thirst trap, but like a finesse.
Oh, okay.
Derrick
I mean,
Jackson.
that's
He said-
we're going to stay on the game.
he said-
I understand what you're saying.
He's saying like-
We're going to stay
I
on the
said
game.
that wasn't a
You
thirst
saying
trap.
like scamming? Like
Yeah,
scammer type
he
stuff?
was scamming.
Because essentially he's
That's what a
saying,
thirst trap is, a scam?
yes, technically.
Oh, okay. Yeah, fine, whatever.
You're trying to scam your way into getting something.
Draws.
Bruh.
And that's what he
More
doing.
draws.
Yeah, I think it's a big, regardless if he believes it or not,
Okay.
that's fine. What you think, Doja?
I don't think.
I want to know, do you believe it's besides
I
what
agree
you
with
think
you,
it is?
son.
I'm gonna let
do you
everybody
think
else
it's
speak.
good?
I'm gonna let everybody else comment on
bad.
that first.
I mean, outside of all of the getting moist and all that type of stuff,
Well, I'm not talking about
I don't
that
got to
part.
talk about all that. You know what I'm saying? But in terms of being a provider, I think that's your role as a man. That's the role that you should play. Now, if you can't and you have to get help from your significant other, you know what I'm saying, do that. But your goal should always be to
Strive for that
to not need the help.
So
not need the help
from her.
financially from your significant
So you
other.
agree with him 100% on that, basically, is what you're saying?
Yeah. for the
Okay.
most part.
What you think, Tim?
Well, I'm not a man,
So you're a woman, so we need a woman's.
but
we
I
need a woman's perspective.
would say there's nothing wrong with that.
Mm-hmm.
I always thought that would be
Body, yada, yada.
Goodness gracious. I always thought that would be like the ideal relationship of how it's supposed to be. I'm more of like old school in that regard. So I would want to keep my money to myself. Not because I'm being selfish or whatever, but I feel like my money should be fun money for us. And his could be the more priority, keep lights, roof over our head type thing. I like that type of dynamic.
So you're saying your money should go to fun stuff and his money should go to...
It shouldn't be the priority money.
It shouldn't be the priority
that's what
money.
she's saying.
Yeah, at all. Like,
she's saying the guy's money should be, she would prefer the guy's money
live off of this
for
money.
priority money.
Yeah.
And then the extra stuff, the luxury stuff is her money.
Like what? Like
if he doesn't have that.
What's the luxury stuff?
Whatever.
The fun stuff.
I mean, whatever you
if you enjoy golf, that's a luxury. You don't have to have that. It's not a necessity.
Whatever that's not
to live.
Right.
So, all right.
So if I want to go play golf, then I say, hey, babe.
I don't know how that works. I'm just telling you
No,
what's
that was an
luxury and
idea.
what's,
No,
what's
that
a
was an
necessity
idea.
and what's...
That's another way it could be.
Okay.
There's another way to say he
Like,
don't need...
let's say you just
a
make
lot of men
enough.
don't even want to ask their woman for money, though. Like, most men don't even...
Yeah,
they don't want to ask their woman, hey, can I have money to go play golf? Like, don't a man want to do that? And if they do, I don't know if...
What you think? What you think, John? What you
Some women balance the budget in the household sometimes.
Well,
So sometimes men do gotta be like, hey, mom, hey, baby, can I have some
bro.
of my money?
Not mine.
That's why niggas don't want to do it. Because they like,
Can I have some of my
she
money,
ain't my
please?
mother.
Well, I know a lot of men who have financial, deficiencies, meaning they just don't know how to manage money well.
Yeah.
Like, I know.
Yeah.
That's true too.
Yes, they're horrible just with money.
And they should probably it shouldn't necessarily have to be a thing where he has to ask her for some money. It should just be a thing where she balances everything and makes sure everything is taken care of.
He might gotta ask because he might be financially illiterate. Like the shit
Oh,
that
but
she
it's
not-
the
if
shit
y'all
that
set a
the
budget,
shit
though,
that she
it's
get
not
for the
an ass
budget
thing.
to him. All right, here go your.
What if
for a
his
week.
money is only enough to pay for everything that needs to be paid for?
Then like she said, that extra money that she brings to the table is used for everything else.
But you still,
So
but
what I'm
that's
saying
still
is-
part of the planning and the budget. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I guess
but
it's let's say,
but she's still working. So that's the other thing.
it's the working thing.
I just want to say that I agree with it 100%.
You agree? Okay,
I agree
that's
with
what
the
I wanted
game
to get. I wanted to
100%.
get. Okay.
As far I don't really care about the whole
Right.
what he was saying, all the other stuff, because I'm not trying to trap nothing.
Yeah.
But as far as a man protecting and providing and all of that, I definitely agree with that. I think that for me, I'd like to be able to say, all right, I got all of this taken care of. And that's just really what it boils down to.
And for all of you who agree with this is not to say that I don't agree with it, but you're saying this is a man's role that a man needs to play and not a woman. So if the role was reversed,
Okay.
let's just say there was a woman who made $500,000 a year, and
And
there was a man that worked at Target.
You gotta get in line.
So
You gotta get in line and figure out how to get yourself up.
got you. But in the meantime,
Those
in
type
my
of
opinion,
relationships, usually there's some type of little ball syndrome or something. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Well,
like that. It's emasculating.
no,
It's emasculating.
She has a point.
No, it's
what
a
you
little
meant
emasculating.
Little ball syndrome.
Little ball syndrome. Little ball syndrome.
LBS.
You have a
It's
point.
emasculating. You know what I'm
He
saying?
said
Like, I don't
love it.
know many men that,
Right.
like they feel away
Right.
when their woman is balling like that.
Yeah,
And even if they
Ain't
do
that much love in the
are with
world.
them, they still don't let their woman give them money. They like, no, I'm gonna drive this car. It's fine.
like I got a relative, right, who she like has a side hustle of speaking engagements, and she makes 6 figures just for speaking alone.
that ain't got nothing to do with her job.
And she's on a low level on that jump. Like she could get bigger as a speaker.
She
It's
just
gonna
doing
get
it
to a
for-
point where her husband or whatever is gonna be like, damn, I'm gonna have to stop managing you because I gotta get in.
Right.
Or she might choose somebody. She already married?
She about to be married.
Oh, okay. Never
Yeah.
mind.
And so he's not as financially.
Nah, he good. He make good money, all that type of
okay.
stuff like that.
Right,
But
but
like
He ain't speaking and getting 150
exactly. He ain't
racks
get it
on the
extra
side.
On the side. Yeah. So it's gonna get to a point where she might actually be out this jump, bestseller, New York Times, author, whatever the case may be.
Right.
One day, you never know, and she might be making millions of dollars, and he making
Good
6
money.
figures.
Yeah.
Still
It's
Good money, yeah.
Right.
But it ain't millions of
It
dollars.
ain't millions of dollars.
Okay.
In that situation, you just gotta, be the exception, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
well,
pretty much.
Another thing, it was they were together kind of before the money started to come in too.
Yeah.
So that's a different dynamic when you just meet somebody who got money.
It's interesting y'all are doing this right now because I agree, but disagree at the same time, and I'm gonna tell you why. So what you guys are talking about right now are different scenarios, right? And ideally, my answer to this would be, I feel like a man and a woman should sit down and figure out what works out for them financially as a family.
Well, I mean, that's a good.
I don't think that, somebody who seemingly is financially well off should be leading your conversations in terms of how you need to structure your money in your household. That's number one.
Yeah, he does make a lot more money than that.
You understand what I'm saying? That's number one in terms of.
I don't think anybody here thinks that.
Anybody in here thinks what?
That he's leading the world and what to do with their. You're saying he should shut up because he make too much money. He shouldn't have said it.
So the part of about it that I don't like.
Okay, that's
is where he
belittles people.
You always got to be careful of a black man who talks bad about other black men.
What bad did he say?
Basically, he said only the real niggas do it. And if you're not a real nigga, you don't do.
If you don't do this, you're not a real
nigga. That's the problem I have.
He said, "Get your money up."
That's fine.
He said, "If you ain't got it, get your money up."
What? Why he just say? He said black men? I thought he said men.
He just said men in general.
Who do you think he talking to?
I mean, he talking to Twitter.
Got you. So anyway, like I said, I agree.
Right?
I don't know.
I agree with him.
You disagree with what you think as far as him.
I'm saying if that works for you and your family, great. If it doesn't work for you and your family, or you and your family have a different scenario or situation, and that works for you and that family, that's also great.
That does not make you a real man.
Does not make you a real man.
Okay.
To me, what makes you a real man is you being able to sit down with your wife and make a plan, inclusive. That's something that both of you decide the way you're going to lead your family and lead your household. Yeah. To me, that's more of a real man. Yeah. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Also,
we just don't like the real man comment behind it.
Also, to all those who agree.
All right.
The other issue that I slightly have but don't have, I backwardsly have, is all this conversation about equality, right?
Well, I've never been a
Tiffany, just because you're a woman, and I'm speaking to you, ain't got it. I don't mean I'm speaking to you.
Well, that's the thing. People got different understandings of equal.
Well, listen. Well, let's just. There's a bunch of different avenues in which that goes, right? Let's speak to the one that we're talking about.
All right, I want you to break it down.
I got you. Which is the one that requires women to be paid the same as men, right? Because that is a level of equality that men, they fight for this, right?
Women are seeking it. Yeah.
They seek that, correct?
Okay.
So we just got. All I'm saying is we have to be careful.
Women that can.
Hold on. Go ahead. Because at the point where we agree that men are supposed to pay for everything, right? In terms of priorities and necessities, right? Mm-hmm. It's really a real hard line to drive, and also believe that women should be paid equally. Do you understand what I'm saying?
No.
I do.
Okay, so I
understand what you're saying.
It is very tongue in cheek to be an advocate for one and also believe in another.
I'm not an advocate.
And that's all.
I'm not either.
What I'm telling you.
Let me tell you what I'm at. No, I understand what you're saying. Okay. So as far as the men and women getting paid equally, I feel like and it's not even men and women, but that's all we got. Mm-hmm. But if anybody can come in, whoever can do this job, two-spirit opinion. If job A requires you to do A, B, C, and D, if whoever can come in and do it should get paid this amount, regardless if you're a man, a woman, two-spirit opinion, whatever you are. That's what I believe.
Whatever the going rate is.
Playing in the NBA is totally different from playing in the WNBA. Those are two totally different things, and they do not require the same amount of money.
And that brings in more revenue.
Then this doesn't. Makes sense.
Yes.
Okay.
So I don't agree with the WNBA players saying we deserve to get paid the same amount as the NBA players.
Oh, they say that?
Yes.
But before the WNBA existed, women have been fighting for this for centuries.
And so, and if it's the same, if it's a position that a woman can do and fulfill everything that a man can fulfill in that position, by all means, it shouldn't be this is what the pay is for a man. This is what the pay is for a woman. Not. It should be, this is the job. This is what the pay is. Whoever gets this job gets this money.
Absolutely.
Period.
Not. Absolutely. Okay.
Now, if you want NBA money, go play in the NBA.
I got you.
But you can't. So go do something else.
Play in the WNBA.
Thank you.
And stop complaining.
Problem solved.
Oh, okay.
Also,
that's common sense. That's not like.
But everybody doesn't have common sense.
Everybody ain't got common sense.
So it's not common.
Because you have to understand, there's a lot of woman empowerment going on, and there's a lot of women who aren't on that level, but they seek it and they see it, so they want it, but they don't know everything that it takes, right?
I do realize who that is geared towards.
Just let you know, because at the point when somebody's paying all your bills and doing everything for you financially, don't get upset when they get upset with you and kick you out and you ain't got a foot to stand on.
But I don't think you can put both of those in the same vacuum. But I understand that
they're one-offs.
You're playing with the slope there.
That's all.
I understand that.
You are playing with a slope.
But I still do think that he can make a blanket statement saying, "Hey, men should provide, protect, and do for their women and their families."
And whatever that looks
there's
like,
nothing wrong with that.
And whatever that looks like for you,
That's it. It ain't even about whatever it looks like. That's just the bottom line right there. Now I could buy a bit of what you're selling as far as him belittling somebody with the whole real men thing, because he implies, "Oh, you're not a real man if you're not doing what I'm saying or whatever." You know what I mean?
If you can't shelter, provide, or protect your woman, you're not a real man. So you.
I mean, I agree with that statement.
That's what he said real women should do.
Yeah, but it doesn't look like. It doesn't necessarily look the same. Yes, and that's
the point that I was making. You should sit down with your person and make sure.
Well, I think you going deeper into what he's saying. Yeah, he's here with it.
I just want y'all to know what I thought.
I got you.
Because people are ignorant, dog. And if you go down, you listen to some of the comments. And you go look. No, I'm just telling you.
Look at them.
People are really.
No, I'm sorry. I'm laughing right there.
I know why. Yeah.
My man was over here like slurping the straw, making all the noises. But then at the end, now he's there. He's over by the sink, like, let me place this lights. Like, it don't matter now.
I was over here cracking up like.
And he's looking at me like, am I too loud?
I wish you would have screenshot a inappropriate comment to me.
So you
we can find some.
Give me more.
So what do you mean inappropriate?
Well, not inappropriate.
From the women? When I said it was a thirst trap.
When you were saying like, look at the comments.
Well, you got women in here who are saying stuff like, "Oh, exactly. Oh, like this is why I love me an older man." Just
that is an older mindset.
It is.
But what I'm telling you is
these new cats now.
Man, I got some family members, like, they don't even want to do things on their own. They like, I'm waiting so I can split the rent with somebody.
I got somebody.
That's awful.
I got somebody.
So for a man to say that out loud, that is awful to hear.
Because his mindset, your mindset is already like, I'm waiting to be able to just
go divvies.
Go halfsies with somebody. I don't even want to have my own.
Right. You don't even want your own. You just like, I'm waiting so I can go half with somebody. And that's awful.
Where the game goes.
It's different between saying that and saying I can't wait to share.
This is why y'all gotta watch the movie. It's not a movie. The show Them. I'm trying to tell y'all, man, because
something else.
You gotta understand something, man. And our community now, within the last 30 or 40 years, it's matriarchy. So you got a lot of women
that's raising men. Well, they not men.
They're raising boys.
They raising boys.
And these boys are still boys by the time they reach manhood.
They thinking like girls.
But
kinda.
These women, they shield and protect the boys too.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Because of that.
So how can you be a protector and a shielder if you have been shielded and protected all this time? You haven't even been able to be out and fend for yourself.
And they teach their daughters to be independent and hard.
Ooh, they do.
You understand what I'm saying?
And I do think, and the reason why I said that too, because I do think this is a African American community issue. I don't necessarily think this is a huge issue in other cultures and other races. To be completely honest with you,
I don't know.
Nah, it's not.
If you think about that,
but it's also
and no, he did not say black men, but
you just
But it's like, to his point, it's not an issue for men to be leaders in a household. in other communities either.
No, it's not. Well, I don't. Yeah.
Whereas it is here.
Whereas
see, it's been set up
and that's
for
what
women.
I was trying to say. Like all this feminism stuff is promoted and geared towards us because, like, even from the what's the Garden of Eden,
right?
The serpent went to the woman
first.
If you look at the movie or the show Them, they attack the women. Like the ghosts in that household attack the women.
And that's
first.
what they doing now in real life.
And
That's what they've been doing.
That's what they've been doing.
Get the women first
because the women is
the women.
Even though the women is
they
not
shape
the
the
head of
culture
the household. They the backbone of the family.
Women are the influencers.
They the backbone of the family.
Women are the influencers.
Absolutely. Because they're the ones in the home. The men are outside the home.
The women are the only ones that can get in the men's minds.
Exactly. And they shape and mold the family. And it's a whole, there's so many dynamics in that show because the man was a bad leader too in that show.
So we ain't gonna talk about the show,
but I'm just telling you,
it's related.
It's related. It's related to what our plights today.
But just one final thought on that.
All right,
come on, dog. Is she giving you half the pussy? Come on, dog.
Like he was just putting on.
That's my point.
He was putting on the extra to drive it home. He was trying to make his point.
I understand, but come on, bro.
He was
thirst trap.
I didn't get that vibe.
I'm just telling you,
but at the same time, I just think he is a thirst trap type of dude.
Exactly. So why wouldn't this be?
No, what I'm saying is, I think that's his whole aura. Like he just one of them dudes that's like always trying to
grease up his chest.
Right.
Yeah, like I just got out the shower. It's picture time.
Yeah.
I don't even know if he like, I'm gonna get him with this. It's just what he does.
That's my point, though.
You know what I'm saying? He one of them type of cats.
I feel like you would be more. It would be easier to hear from somebody who was practicing what he preached. So if he was married and his wife, was whatever, like you probably wouldn't have.
It's the game, and I'm like,
right,
please.
Yeah.
If you ain't had this money, you still be on the block doing what you was doing before.
Exactly. So like,
and you wouldn't even be
if
thinking
you wasn't a rapper, you wouldn't be out here taking care of everything.
Right. So it's not that. If he practiced what he preached, it'd probably be better. Like if he said that,
He'd probably be taking care of everybody.
Well, that's because
baby mamas, probably because he don't want nobody else to sleep with him. But that's a whole other thing.
Yeah, that's not because he wants to.
This mine, I control it. Yeah, this my half.
My whole half.
Yo, that's hilarious, man.
Well, we got to do our little COVID talk. For the
annual, not annual.
Gotta take a third shot now, right?
Monthly
booster, third.
Hey man, I tried to tell. I tried to tell
like every 10 years after or a year after, so it sounds like a flu shot.
Well, yeah,
right?
the Pfizer CEO said you got to take there's gonna be a third dose for the vaccine, and then you're gonna likely need to take a shot within every 12 months.
Softly with this John. That's what they do.
Hey, but let's go back. Let's go back before that.
Okay.
Let's talk about how Johnson & Johnson had to take theirs off of the shelves.
You know what? No, they paused, and that's what's killing me. The language that pissed me off.
Yeah, I was like, we have to pause.
No,
this is getting blood clots out here, bro.
Right? It was
women
wrong.
was too. Women, it was women. A lot of women.
It was all women. Yeah.
Usually, blood clot issues happen in women. So,
damn.
Yeah.
It was recalled, not paused. It was recalled.
These Jones might make people infertile. You don't know, man.
You are bro.
You are an experiment. I said experiment.
But I've talked to people. I've talked to people, and they said, "Hey, I know. I'm a willing part of the experiment because I want to be able to go to football games and fly to beaches." I said, hey, those are your priorities, dog. Prioritize your priorities, bro.
Yeah, that's the part that I don't like, though. Like, I'm fine with you having your choice to do it or not do it, but I don't like them taking away the choice of people who don't do it.
Yeah.
Now, you can't. Does that mean if you don't get it, you can't go to the football game and go to the beach?
Nowhere,
and, you know?
Well, the Biden administration has said that they're not going to be pushing for a COVID a vaccine passport.
They're not?
At the moment. Yeah. Even though it was speculation that they were looking into it. Because it was reports that they were looking into it.
Yeah, like seriously.
But they just came out, I want to say a week ago, I think I said it to you, where they said that they're not thinking about, I'm like, y'all not thinking about it, but everybody said y'all was. Because I'm on CNN.
So now
I'm seeing these niggas saying, it's going to be this.
It's not going to be some slick shit then.
So, you just got to wait and see, man, what they're going to do.
It's always some slick shit.
It always is.
That's what sucks about our whole little administration process in the government. It's always something slick going on, man. You can't never trust it.
They called it Uncle Sam for a reason, man.
What's that?
The fallen angel was Samuel. You know what I'm saying? That's.
Is that why?
Is that why it's Uncle Sam?
I don't think that's why.
That's the spirit of this nation.
I don't think they was that smart.
Nah, well, that's why he got the goatee too.
No, yeah,
the goat.
I think we underestimate them in that regard.
It's the goat, man. Maybe. It's the goat god. That's why he got the goatee. That's why he take every piece of whatever you get.
Man, I just think it was hard to shave back then.
He shaved his mustache. He ain't got no mustache.
You know what I'm saying? I just think like all them niggas had beards back in the day. You know what I'm saying?
He ain't had no mustache.
Speaking of Biden, did y'all see where he's asking Congress for $670 million to end
this
HIV
and
AIDS?
How would you do that?
This is interesting.
To end the HIV/AIDS epidemic.
We're gonna have to give
Of all the epidemics. Well, I mean, they probably wouldn't mind.
How do you kill a virus?
Well, first and foremost,
it's a virus.
This scientist, this is one scientist who came out years ago and said that you can't even really isolate the HIV virus and get it turned into AIDS, man. So that shit was a hoax. What was killing people was the medicine that they was printing. It was.
Which one you can't isolate? Oh, the HIV versus the AIDS.
HIV don't turn to AIDS. What turns to AIDS is the AZT medicine that they was given, which is a chemotherapy treatment that they banned in the 60s. And that was the primary drug that they were treating people with who had HIV. And that's what was killing people off. All that junk was a ploy. And guess who was behind that joint too? Fauci. Fauci was one of the founding people.
Is he the Surgeon General?
I don't know what the fuck he is now.
Oh, okay.
He's like...
He's the highest paid doctor.
He's
the highest paid government employee.
Yeah.
How much he make?
I don't know, but he make the most out of everybody.
Try to find that out. Try to find out how much he made.
But he was one of the people who founded, who discovered HIV and AIDS, whatever like that. Bill Gates. Did I send you the pictures of when I was just in Seattle last week, and I was at the Bill Gates research library or some shit. Thought they got this display where it's called the Medicine Man, and it's made up of all HIV and AIDS medicine. Okay. And it has a bunch of syringes like pointing to it.
Oh, the art joint.
It's like an art display, and it's like, dang, what's up with this nigga, man? This dude really love medicine to the point where
he's into it.
I thought that was some sort of a protest.
No,
this was inside the facility.
Joe.
Oh, I thought that people like did this in protest to him.
Nah, dog, that joint was.
Oh man! Wow, yeah, we gonna throw that up.
Here you go,
for
right
sure.
Here. So this is Discovery Center, Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, and then there you can see it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I thought like.
And it was supposed to be like art.
That's art. That's an art display, yo.
He's like voila.
Of medicine.
And this nigga, he even admitted in the 90s that he's made 20-1 his investment in
pharmaceutical industry
and vaccines.
And vaccinations, yeah,
like 20-1.
Yeah.
So you could put up $1 million and make 20 million and keep going up because he's a billionaire. So he could put up 100 million.
He can put up infinite amounts of
money and make whatever back. You know what I'm saying? Times 20.
But back to this whole HIV thing, right? What is this money going to do? I was trying to read up on it real quick or something. I still don't understand what the money's going to do. Is it going to make sure everybody has automatic condoms on their penis? I mean, I don't understand. Like, what's going?
Let me tell you what it's going to do.
No. Okay. Never
I'm gonna tell you. Let me tell you what it's going to do. If I'm the president, right? I'm going to come in and I'm going to be like, hey, look, there's a huge problem out here. I'm about to solve the problem. But I need this amount of money to solve the problem. Once I get the money, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to be like, all right, now that I got the money to solve the problem, Justin, you can solve problem A. Here go 50 million for you. You can solve problem B. 50 million for you. Take care of that. You can solve problem C. Let me give you 75 million because I know how we get down. You know what I'm saying? That's what all of them do.
That is what all of them do.
And it's not the problem. Will it get solved?
And it's not a direct issue, right?
No, but when you trace the money back, it's not going to look like they didn't try. It's not going to look like they just said, hey, I got 670 million. Here, friends. and then walked away. It's not gonna look like that. It's gonna look like, oh, well, the money went over here.
Once you put medicine in the human health in front of it, then it always
where the money resides. Where the money resides.
Yeah.
But also, like, if they could eliminate AIDS with $670 million, did they really, like?
Was it really that big of a threat?
Was that shit
all y'all
really
needed
real?
Was a donation before the first time?
Really real?
Y'all needed a loan to cure that shit before? What happened?
And they probably knew that all along. If that's the case, if it's curable.
Me neither. But I guess we'll learn more about it.
Like, once again, this is banking on people's habits. Like, we wouldn't have shit going on now if people would wash their damn hands. You know what I'm saying? Like, they'll never be able to control that. Humans doing the right thing.
It's definitely, AIDS is definitely a man-made situation.
Yeah.
HIV was a man-made situation. But, you know, and it was a way to get rid of a large population of people. And in 2011, Bill Gates told us at his TED Talk that population control is his primary agenda.
Why? Why does he feel like
because he feels like because he
like
has
the Earth
money
is overpopulated
and his resources are being used by the infidels.
He could go to Mars, buy some land on Mars, man.
If he already has,
he could always kill himself if he feels like it's overpopulated. You know what I mean?
Well, by the way,
but then his ancestors should be taken care of before we do. So either way, it's a never-ending cycle of crap.
So Fauci is the head of the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases at NIH, and he's the health advisor to Biden, to the president.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know if maybe you guys do. I don't recall another time where the health advisor to the president was so important. Maybe because we're in the middle of an pandemic or epidemic.
Because we're in the pandemic.
Yeah, I guess.
Alright, got away with that one.
Yeah. Slip that one on in there on us. What are you gonna do?
He got a track record in pandemics, though.
Alright, speaking of getting away with stuff.
He has a big track record in it.
Did y'all hear about the Black Lives Matter?
Big timers.
What's the young lady's name?
With the pimped out Gucci shoes.
BLM.
What that joint say?
Hey, I saw that meme. That meme that you sent me was hilarious, though. That joint had me.
Buy large mansions. I hear that Manny Fresh beat too.
So just for everybody who don't know, what's her position? Is she the founder?
Yeah, she's
one of the
three
founders.
Right.
Is this the one that's married to
the woman?
The other co-founder of?
I didn't know.
I assume they would be.
Or is it just that they married and so they just call her the co-founder?
Probably.
I imagine she had I didn't know one of the founders were a couple. Well, two of the founders were a couple. I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah. I see them refer to her and then another woman.
Joints.
Oh, it is.
Yeah,
I just always thought that two of them were together. Maybe that's just me.
Two of them were in one relationship.
Yeah.
I know it's three lesbians, though, for sure.
Mm-hmm. All of them are lesbians?
All three of them are lesbians.
Oh, so that's why that congressman said what he said.
What did he say?
What he said? He said that he assumed that Black Lives Matter was not a fan of the traditional family structure.
We talked about this on the show.
Y'all did? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Which is true.
Which is crazy because
people were mad at him.
Because once we start talking about it, they changed their mission statement.
I would love to say it was us.
I didn't say it was because of us.
I would love to.
We forced them to change the mission statement.
Oh, yeah.
We brought a lot of awareness to the situation. I hold 35 followers.
39.
In our small
almost 40.
In our small community, we did. Yeah.
Look, it's all about our network has a network,
but it was some type of way. Our show got to Marcellus Wiley. Because Marcellus Wiley is the one who put it on national TV that they were trying to dismantle the nuclear family.
You're welcome.
And then once that junk got out there like that, they was like, "Oh, we'll just go ahead and remove this from our website." Yeah. So you can't find it on their website. But I got the screenshot, so hit up the Instagram for how do we get here if you want to see that.
You want to see it. Because they definitely changed their mission statement. So because the question was whether this thing is really pro-black or is it pro...
they had a bunch of stuff that was pro-queer, pro-homosexual,
other minority groups.
Pro-LGBTQ.
Anti-cisgender men.
Fine.
Anti, like they said it in the joint. I ain't say anti, but you know,
and
try to
shout
stop
out to all
discrimination.
LGBTQ. Yeah, it's nothing wrong, you know.
Plus.
Nothing wrong with y'all and the pluses. I'm just, you know, again, the issue it's called Black Lives Matter. So
Right.
So what that?
I just want to make
It
sure
actually
people
means
know
black
what they're
lesbians
supporting.
matter.
That's all. When
That's what it really means.
when they're quoting stuff or buying T-shirts or putting license plates on the car that say
signs in the yard.
Come on now.
It might mean
Just
black
make sure
lesbian
y'all
movement.
just make sure y'all know what y'all
Supporting.
are supporting. That's all. But anyway, the young lady essentially bought a couple of different
Several
$1
mansions.
million homes.
Yeah, about 4 or 5 of them
And white
joints,
neighborhoods
right?
too. At that.
Oh no, she didn't.
Yes, she did.
How you know it's a white
For
neighborhood?
Black Lives Matter.
That's like a $1.4 million house.
On
The
God?
most recent one.
On God?
On
It might have been
Mothers.
in Woodmore.
Damn, on mothers. It might be Woodmore.
No, I was in California somewhere, and
So it's definitely
that
a
was
white
the
neighborhood.
head.
Might have been in Baldwin Hills.
It
or
was
something.
Malibu, right?
Definitely
I
white
can't
neighborhood.
remember, but the headline was like the black percentage that live out there is like less than 1%. So
Who broke the story? Who tattletaled?
you know, it was probably some damn conservative motherfuckers for real.
Some right wingers.
Yeah, it was probably some white
Who
wing.
tattletaled? That's funny.
Yeah.
How do y'all feel about that though? Do y'all feel like
I mean, I thought it was just funny. That's all. Just because you know what the internet does.
Yeah, I feel the same
internet
way about
takes
Usher.
everything and runs with it. So to me, that's where the entertainment value came in.
Yeah.
I do like that she clapped back.
I'm not
with
no
her, She had a response that basically clapped back on whatever people were saying about her.
Well, I know, but in her response, she said something that was kind of problematic with
Like
the
what?
whole it being racist and sexist or
Oh,
something.
somebody in the house.
she clapped all the way back.
For it being
took
that
it
was
there?
That's the move though. That is the move.
Checkmate John right here.
That's the okay,
Racist
you
John
wanna
there.
say
Everybody be
something?
like,
Back up.
Whoa.
It's live.
I don't think they do that no more. They used to do that. They do like that.
Right. Yes. And you know why? Because of people like her.
Yep.
Who just want to throw it and
Like,
cast that thing out for
all right.
everything.
Fat, that's fine. I ain't gonna say no more.
So I do agree with you about having
that was
issues
a
with
little-
that.
Yeah. I don't know. I think that was just you in charge of a multi-million-dollar nonprofit. People gonna monitor what you do.
yeah.
Whether you got
She
caught
said
or
the money
not.
ain't come from there though.
I know, but I'm saying she is a part of that
Right,
organization, so
right.
people are going to monitor what
Just
you
deal
do.
with it.
And
I
when
don't-
you-
I don't so you saying that's why you got an issue with her bringing up, y'all being racist towards me for doing
Right.
this.
Right.
And it comes with the territory.
We can say
Right.
they're keeping the same energy.
Right.
Because they called out a lot of people who do,
That's a good point.
frivolous things with nonprofit money and stuff like that. So you wanted to be
Right.
head of this movement,
Right.
they going to be in your shit.
Right.
Yeah, me personally, I don't really care about her getting houses or whatever and getting her real estate game up. That's kudos to her for having the mindset to do so. But I don't support anything that BLM supports. I don't like. I dislike her for
support
that.
most of it.
I dislike her.
I support the equality
for,
factors of it, but outside of that.
for BLM just in general. I just dislike them all the way through.
I feel like there's a lot of dishonesty and a lot of
That's
misleading.
what I don't like.
That's the thing. It is
Yeah,
deceptive.
I don't
A lot
like
of
the
deception with
dishonesty
them.
about
I
it.
agree.
Because they utilize black men's plight in America. They don't want to talk about all the other problems that black men have.
Lord have mercy.
I mean, shit. You got black men paying child support for kids that's not theirs. You got black men who can't find jobs. I mean, it's so many issues that black men have. But
And
the only
and
ones they want to talk about is the few times.
Well, the only ones that they want to donate to, because there has been money donated by this organization that isn't really attached to anything that is attached to the black man's issues in this country.
They don't,
So-
but the thing is that they don't really care about black men.
No, they don't.
And if you don't care about black men,
I
then
don't
you
think
don't
they care about black people if they're not in the
Because they're
LGBTQ
black
community.
That's
That's
the
their thing.
It
That's
seems like that's their focus.
Real
That's
for
where
real.
that's where their real focus is.
Yeah, and
But
not
they
that I have
use-
anything against
but they
anybody in
use
the
us
community.
But don't
They
say
use-
Black Lives Matter.
Right.
That's
Don't
not what
put
you're
the
going
cape
to
on
do.
there.
Yeah.
It should be black
And they
lesbians
do.
movement.
They
That's
should
what
just
it
keep their
should
mouth shut and find another hustle. That's what I think.
No, they should just put.
I mean, they doing a great job.
They should just put gay in it. Black, gay lives matter. That's it. And we good.
Why not all gay lives matter? Now you sound like the other people.
Right.
Why not all lives mattering?
Hey, just be what you are. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah, I don't.
anyway,
I don't
I'm
really
glad
like
her
all
family and her are prospering very well. As you know,
Yeah, she's going to prosper, man. The people she in
kudos
bed
on,
with.
you know what I mean?
Kudos to Dwayne Wade too, because he just purchased a portion of the Utah Jazz.
Did y'all know that?
Oh, I didn't know that.
He's part owner.
He's a part owner of Utah
owner of
Jazz,
Utah Jazz.
and
Okay.
that's kudos to him for being the GOAT of parents, man. You know what I'm saying? When
the what?
When you out here, being
parents.
one of the best parents of all time, you know what I'm saying? Allowing your child to,
to be Pope,
to be whatever the hell he want to be, even if it's cutting off his genitalia.
It's not he.
Did
he do that? He had the surgery?
Nah, I don't think he had the surgery, but I don't know. But I don't think so. But he definitely emasculated. He had definitely allowed that boy to be emasculated to the point where now he's a girl now.
It's so crazy because the mother never does anything like that. It's always like his wife.
What you mean?
Gabrielle?
Yeah.
Well, the mother was...
Hold on.
His real mother.
His real mother. The child's
never does what?
Posts the photos of him with flowers in his hair or wearing a dress or,
Do we follow her?
Take pictures with him.
Do we follow that?
Looking like a girl.
The public does.
Or take pictures looking like a girl, man. Look, I got this picture.
Yeah. I mean, look.
I just wonder what the mother thinks. Like, I would like to know what the woman that gave birth to.
She don't like it, yo. She hate this shit.
Why would she?
Yeah, but I think they've painted her to be a villain.
A crazy person.
I don't
they painted
see
her
how.
to be crazy.
Yeah.
She gave birth to it. She has every right to
No,
know how
they've
she
used the other stuff to try to.
Yeah.
So her opinion won't matter. You gonna just be like, all right.
They painted her as
but his mother
a crazy
person.
Right?
Exactly. She the crazy one.
Whatever.
Leigh,
I'm far from the person to question what people do with their parent and their parenting skills. I'm allowed an opinion though.
Yeah, everybody got one.
God damn it. And,
Everybody got one.
There's nothing wrong.
You know.
There's nothing wrong.
That just wouldn't have been what I would have done. So, but shout out to Dwayne Wade.
Look at Dwayne Wade's face, though.
I was trying to see what you said.
Don't it don't look like it say what? We be fucking on each other. Don't it look like it say?
But why do you have to take the picture?
So
like
remember
that?
we talked about this. This is kind of crazy. It looks in the vein of that. You remember how we talked about a lot of gay people that I've talked to, men. Their first interaction was with a older, inappropriate man. They always get turned out by somebody older.
Their nanny was a white man. They had a white male as a nanny, yo.
Well, I don't know what that got to do.
Finish your thought. Finish your thought.
He was a 4-year-old running around with a man. What kind of person would let a grown man be a nanny to their children? Yeah?
I don't know about that. What I'm saying is a lot of people who have their first sexual experience and they're gay now, they're saying the person that turned them out
was an older man.
Yeah, so essentially it was
pedophilia.
So he's saying it might be dude. But we don't know that though.
I
said it might.
You taking my stuff and going.
No,
I was just trying to make a point about people's.
Nah, there ain't no reach though.
No, I understand what he's saying.
There ain't no reach.
Would you hire a white male to an older white male to a male period to be a nanny?
To be a nanny.
Can I ask y'all a question?
That's my comfort level.
Most people don't.
Hold on, dog.
Would you?
Yeah, but that's too far for me to even judge. Like, that's too ridiculous. First of all, where do they live? Where were they living when that happened?
It's a different lifestyle. But still.
Hold on, wait.
We can't use that because if that's the case, then we just don't need to talk about this.
Yeah, like.
We can't use that.
Oh, because
we can't just use the whole, because they famous, we can't fathom the thought of, no. Would you hire a male nanny?
A male nanny.
Would you hire? Nobody's gonna hire a male nanny. Not nobody, but a small percentage of people.
If the nigga was best suited for the job,
you would not want him over caring for your daughter
or your son.
Or your son.
I'd give him a probational period.
Clean it up. Go ahead. I hear you.
He tried. But all I'm saying
I wouldn't, just because I want to support black.
You're saying that indicated that something was weird. Something was weird all along. That's what he's saying.
There's a video of him when he was a little boy looking at girls like, oh yeah, I like her.
Who? This one?
Yeah, Zion. Well, now Zion. There's a video of him being a normal little boy, and then all of a sudden,
I'm calling
when
it
Gabrielle Union coming into the picture.
When the joint gets older,
that's when they hide.
Watch what's gonna happen. When the joint get older, it's gonna come back and it's gonna be like, you know what?
I fucked up.
I wish my father would have stopped me from making this decision.
Oh, you think so?
I don't think so.
I think it's gonna be worse. So
I think he's gonna write a book.
I think it's gonna be like Magic Johnson's son times 50.
Yeah,
because you got to think they kept him quiet for a long time until it was like social media kind of allowed him to be able to be more. But this little boy here, he already damn near on that level now.
I don't think he's gonna be happy when he get older. I think he's gonna turn to drugs and all that type of shit.
Man, I hope not, man.
Yeah, obviously we hope not.
What were you saying about the whole the older men turning?
But that's
no, I was just saying.
Hold on, I asked her, nigga. Let her talk.
What she was saying is so real, dog.
You said that already. Now, what were you saying about the older men turning these boys out or turning these people out?
She did finish though, right?
I did. I finished.
I'm trying to figure out how that related to the picture because you brought it up when he brought out the picture.
Right. I was like, it's in the vein of that. It's like this older male.
Because the father is
like
okay. My bad.
Don't look like he's saying we be fucking on each other.
I don't know if he says that in it, but I'm saying it.
I didn't think that. I thought me too. That's what I thought. You said my son. That was where you think he get it from?
Like father, like son.
Yes. That's what I thought when I saw that.
Why, and it made me think of that, like that older male.
Well, why else would he be so supportive? He's like, dang, I wish I was as strong as you were, son. Kind of type of thing.
On the flip side, though, right? On the flip side,
be very moist, yo.
Just to be, just to provide an opposing opinion, right?
And that's okay too.
What does supporting him look like? Though?
Right. Why does it have to be like I have to dye my hair pink to say I'm really
because
supporting him?
Because he on the flip side, I can see him. I ain't gonna. That's the wrong.
No. Go with it. This is our show.
Suppose he's like, all right, since you're gonna get all this ridicule for dyeing your hair or looking a certain way, I'm gonna do it too.
That's support.
That's what I'm saying.
A lot of people's mind.
Yes.
Or it's his opportunity.
I don't feel that way. I'm just saying. I'm just playing devil's advocate.
Or it's his opportunity to mask that support so he can do what he's always wanted to do.
I know.
You see, I gotta look at you like this.
I'm just saying,
I'm not saying it's real, but I'm just saying it's really real. It's really possible.
We throw the hypotheticals.
I'm saying it's real. I'm saying it's really real. I mean, it's really possible.
It makes me feel that way. That picture made me.
He's very, Wade is very eclectic. He's something.
But all I'm saying is, you sacrifice your child and success follows. That's all I'm saying.
Oof. Essentially, now I'm with you on that one.
Damn.
I'm with you on that one.
In the realm of entertainment.
In the entertainment industry, because that's who their God is.
Yeah.
They God, they love that shit, man. They
pedophiles.